Royce, it's Mom. You're at work now, aren't you? As soon as you get this message me back.
Mom, what is it? If it's only text messages, we can talk while I'm at work. What is it?
Oh, Royce, I'm sorry to bother you at work, but I need you to just stay calm and hear me out. It's about Gemma. Something happened.
Huh? What happened to her?
You heard about the tornado that touched down near here, right?
Yeah, I heard some people talking about it in the break room, but I didn't pay much attention to it, though.
I heard that it hit right where Gemma was, and I heard she didn't make it out. She died.
What? She died? Gemma? In the tornado? You're kidding.
Royce, just calm down.
How do you expect me to calm down? Gemma told me she'd be home all day today. The tornado didn't touch down near our house.
Just come over to my house.
Where's Gemma? I want to see her first.
Gemma's in the hospital.
You must have heard wrong. It must have been a different Gemma. She was supposed to be at home today.
Just calm down. I want you to come back here to my house before you do anything. I'd come down and pick you up myself, but you know I don't have a car. Oh, if you could just come here, it'd be best. Then after that, we'll both go to the hospital together, okay? You're upset and shaken right now. I'm not gonna let you go to the hospital by yourself. Please, just come here first.
Okay, Mom, I understand. I'll go to your house first. I just told my boss what happened. He's letting me leave work. I'm gonna grab a taxi and head over to your place. The buses will be too unreliable in this weather.
Okay, I'll be waiting here. Try to pull yourself together, okay?
Gemma, it's not true, is it? I can't believe it. You're the only woman I love. Why did you leave me behind? Why couldn't we both go together? I can't believe you're no longer with us. I just wish I would have gotten a chance to say goodbye.
What are you talking about? Whatever you're saying is cute, but it's also a little embarrassing.
Huh? Gemma!
Who else would it be? You messaged me, right?
Huh? But why?
Why? What do you mean, why? Did you message me by mistake? Oh no, Royce. Do you have another woman? Are you cheating on me?
Huh? Cheating? Me? I'd never cheat on you. Gemma, you know you're the only woman for me.
Really? Well, that's good. Then what were those messages all about? Aren't you at work right now?
Work? Well, obviously they let me go home early because of what happened.
Huh? What happened?
I heard you got caught in the tornado that touched down, and I heard you were killed.
What? Killed in a tornado? Me?
Yeah, you. That's why I left work early. My mom told me. I'm on my way over to her place right now.
I don't really know what's going on right now. But anyway, I'm not dead. I'm alive and well. I'm sending you messages right now, aren't I?
Yeah, I guess. I guess it would have to be you replying to me, wouldn't it? So that means you're definitely alive, right?
Yes, of course. So calm down. A tornado did touch down today. I'm eating lunch right now, watching them talk about it on the news. But they said nobody was injured in it.
Really? So, you're really alive, aren't you?
Yep.
What were you doing today?
Well, after you went to work this morning, I did the laundry and cleaned the house, and now I'm eating lunch. That's about it. I'm eating your leftovers from last night. I didn't feel like making lunch.
I see. So, you're not hurt?
No, not at all. I'm not hurt. I'm just sitting here at home. Royce, are you okay? Why were you thinking that I was dead? You said you even left work early. What's going on?
At this point, I don't even know what's going on anymore. My mom messaged me when I was at work. She said that for whatever reason, you were where the tornado touched down. She said it killed you.
Huh? Me? But I told you I haven't left the house today, and according to the news, nobody was injured in the tornado.
I just finished reading the news about it on the internet. It said exactly what you said. There were no injuries.
You mean you didn't check that before you went through all of this?
Well, I heard you were dead. I wasn't thinking rationally. I didn't think to stop and verify anything.
Yeah, but I think you should try to verify important information like that. If you had, it would have avoided all this.
Okay, but how could I stay calm when someone tells me something like that? And why would my mom lie to me like that?
Might be because of that thing, right? Remember before, when she was being really mean to me? She was saying I was a bad wife and not good enough for you. And she was angry that I hadn't given her any grandkids yet. And then you got mad at her for saying those things to me.
Oh, yeah, and because she still wouldn't get off your back about it, I stopped going to visit her. You think that's what all of this is about?
That's the only thing I can think of, based on what you said happened today.
Yeah, but to tell me that you were killed today, that's going a little too far. And obviously I was going to find out the truth eventually.
Yeah, you're right. Do you think she just hates me? Is she doing this just to harass us? But then again, if she hates me, why would she do this to you? She could have just called you and asked you to come over if she wanted to see you.
She probably thought I wouldn't come over if she invited me without a good reason. Anyway, I'm not going to her house now. I'm coming home instead. I'll call my mom when I get home. Besides, after all this, I want to see you right away.
Do you still not believe I'm alive and well?
I was really upset. I thought I had lost you.
I know, I understand. The weather's not good, so be careful on your way home, okay? Royce, where are you? What are you doing? Why aren't you here yet?
I decided not to go.
What? Why not? What happened? Is it because you're in shock? You can't move because Gemma died?
Yes. I just couldn't believe my Gemma had died.
I know what you mean, I understand, but I want to see Gemma too and pay my respects, so I need you to get here as fast as you can.
Well, then I think you should call a taxi and go there ahead of me. I don't think I'm going.
Royce, I know this is hard for you, but I think we need to go see your body together so you can accept that it really happened. And I really don't want to say this at a time like this, but I don't have any money on me, so I can't call a taxi. Royce, please, come here as fast as you can.
I understand. How about we meet at the hospital? I'll pay the driver when you get there. Which hospital was it? I'll head over there now.
The hospital name. Which one was it now? I'm so upset right now, I can't remember which one it was.
Well, can I ask one thing? Who called you and told you that Gemma had died?
The police! The police called to tell me. I was so surprised when I heard. I couldn't believe such a thing would happen to someone we know.
The police called Gemma's mother-in-law. Isn't that a little strange?
Strange? Why?
Wouldn't they call her husband or her parents first? If they couldn't reach me, I really think they would have called her parents instead of calling you. There were no missed calls or anything on my phone showing someone tried to get hold of me. Even if the police couldn't reach me or Gemma's parents, why would they call you?
Now that you mention it, I have no idea either. It must have been just by chance that they knew I was related to her. But anyway, they contacted me and that's how I knew.
They told you that Gemma was dead.
That's right.
But I watched the news about the tornado and even checked on the internet. A tornado touched down, but there were no injuries. It wasn't even that big of a tornado.
Huh? Well, there were no people injured by it, right? But that doesn't mean there were no deaths.
It said nobody got caught in it at all.
Well, it didn't happen that long ago. They probably haven't found everyone yet.
You mean they haven't found any bodies yet? If they haven't found any bodies, why would they call you and tell you Gemma's dead?
Well, that's maybe because, I don't know, I'm not the police.
Mom, you were lying to me, weren't you? You told me Gemma was dead, but she was home safe and sound. I messaged her when I got in the taxi and she replied to me. And when I got home, she greeted me at the door with a smile.
You contacted Gemma? Why would you do that?
Because when you told me she died, I couldn't believe it. That's why I tried to get a hold of her. So, why did you lie to me?
Oh, if you would have just came here without contacting her, everything would have been fine. Oh, yeah. I was just kidding about Gemma dying. It was just a joke.
Saying someone is dead is not a joke and it's not funny. I'm asking you why you would lie to me about that. Even practical jokes have their limits.
I did it because you won't divorce that woman. I wanted to introduce you to a much better person, one who would make a much better wife than Gemma. And if I would have asked you to come over, you wouldn't have done it, would you? I lied to you because that was the only way I thought I could get you over here.
So that's why you lied to me about my wife being dead? You've hated Gemma from the start, haven't you? That's why I don't visit you anymore. Do you really think I'd want to see someone who hates the love of my life?
So you're still gonna take her aside in this? Anyway, I want you to come here today. Make sure you do. The woman I want to introduce you to is here right now waiting.
Huh?
I just know you two are going to fall in love when you meet, so hurry up and get over here. If you don't, I'm going to be so embarrassed. I called her over and said you were coming. You wouldn't embarrass your own mother, would you?
Mom, are you okay? Is something wrong with your head? There's something wrong with it, isn't there? Even if I didn't know Gemma was okay, do you think I'd be happy that you're trying to hook me up with another woman right after telling me my wife has died? And did you not think I'd find out pretty quickly that you were lying? Nothing you did makes any sense.
I knew you'd found out I was lying eventually. My only goal was to get you to come over to my house today. I just never thought you'd find out I was lying this quickly. Isn't it strange that you try to contact someone you thought was dead?
It made sense to me because I didn't believe you.
I figured if you came here and met your new wife, things would work out somehow.
What? What the heck did you think was going to happen? I'm not interested in anyone other than Gemma.
You won't know that for sure until you meet this new person.
No, I know for sure.
Royce, why can't you understand how I feel about all this? You've been such a good child up until now, and then you go and marry a woman I don't think you should. I know that any woman I choose for you would be better than that thing you have at home. What do you see in her anyway?
I want to ask you the opposite question. What exactly is wrong with Gemma? What has she ever done to you that makes you hate her so much?
Well, there isn't one specific thing, but it doesn't look like she's gonna get pregnant anytime soon.
That's what this is about. We've only been married half a year. We weren't trying to have a child yet. That's the whole reason you hate Gemma?
No, there are other reasons. She doesn't show any interest in anything I say, and she doesn't do what I tell her to do either. And she'll just give me some stupid excuse as to why she can't do it. She needs to show more respect to her mother-in-law.
You always want her to do impossible things. Like when we come over after lunch. We've already eaten, yet you make lunch for us anyway and get angry when Gemma doesn't eat it. You tell her how rude she is for not eating it, but you don't say anything to me when I don't eat it. And when we do come over for dinner and Gemma brings something, you purposely don't eat it. Even when I know it's something you love. But Gemma never says anything. She just smiles and takes it all back home with us. She acts like more of an adult than you do.
But the big reason is this. You always do whatever she says. That's what I'll never forgive. It shouldn't be like that. The woman should do as the man says. And everything I've taught you, you still decided to go out and date a woman like that. You did it just to spite me, didn't you? All of this happened because you wouldn't find a woman more like the daughter-in-law I always envisioned.
I've always done everything you wanted. I went to the college you wanted me to go to, and I got the job that you always wanted me to get. At least let me choose the person I love. Are you saying I don't have the right to do that? What am I to you?
You're my son. You're precious to me. I want the best for you. That's why you need to do everything I say, okay? So just divorce Gemma and I'll find you a good woman. That woman is bad news. If she's around you, nothing good will ever come from it.
You're the only one who doesn't like her. Since I started seeing Jenna, I've never been happier. If you really care about me, don't you want me to be happy? I can't understand your logic or anything you do. I don't want to see you ever again.
Huh. Why would you say that?
Because you don't like Gemma. I'm not divorcing her. And if that's the way you really feel about Gemma, I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Royce, you've got to reconsider.
No. I fully understand what's going on here. The only one making me unhappy here is you.
Oh, Royce, please go back to being the kind, loving boy I remember. You have to understand how I feel.
Why would I even try to understand? You don't care about our feelings. Just because things aren't going exactly as you had envisioned, you lied to me and told me my wife was dead? You only care about yourself.
That's not true. Why are you getting so angry? Don't say you're never gonna see me again.
You're the type of person who can calmly lie about the death of another human being, aren't you? I'm scared you might actually harm Gemma in the future. I don't want to be around anyone like that. And in the future when we have children, it'd just be scary if you tried another stunt like this.
I'm sorry, I promise I won't do anything to Gemma or the grandkids. If she gives me grandkids, I'll love them, okay? If they grow up without their grandma, it'd be so sad for them.
Don't worry about that. Gemma and I will love them enough for you as well. I think it would be far worse for them if they had a grandma who tells horrible lies.
Don't say that. Please reconsider, Royce. If you're not around, I'll have no reason to keep on going. I'll die. I'm sorry, please. Let's keep everything the way it was.
And how can I be sure you're not lying again right now? I don't believe anything you say anymore. I love Gemma. I can't live without her. But you'll be just fine without me, because you only care about yourself. After that, my mom kept sending me messages, so I blocked her number and deleted her from my contacts. I apologized to Gemma for how my mom was acting. Gemma didn't seem to have much of a reaction, but when I told her that I was never speaking to my mom again, I could see the slightest of smiles cross her face, and she seemed very relieved. She acted bright and cheerful through this whole ordeal, but I know she must have been really upset that my mom had told such a horrible lie about her. I know it hurt her on the inside, and I'm sorry my mom did that. That's why Gemma and I moved away to a new place without telling my mom where we went. After living a quiet, happy life at our new place for a while, Gemma told me she's pregnant. She gave birth to a beautiful baby girl that looks just as beautiful as her. Even my friends tell me that since I've started seeing Gemma, they've never seen me happier in my life. That's why I love her so much. It pains me to think that my mom was the only one who couldn't see how great Gemma is. I guess a person who only thinks of themselves could never understand something like that. I'm so glad I stood up for myself and Gemma and left my mom behind. I'm always going to be there for my wife and my daughter. They mean the world to me.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time.